Hello everyone, this is Arkady from JoyT5. Today we're going to do a dig-in video with this Rippa R18 behind me and a JoyT5 JT5 SSTM4 diesel mini skid steer. The task in hand for today is to dig a trench for a water line that will be coming in here from the well outside. This line will have to be 8 feet deep, and it will go approximately from over here, underneath the wall, and outside. To do this work, we will use a Rippa R18 mini excavator that you see behind us. And to take the clay outside, we'll use our diesel mini skid steer. It's a JoyT5 JT5 SSTM4. This R18 will be going to our Newfoundland dealer, Andrew from St. John. It's going to be his personal machine, and he was kind enough to let us use it. To prevent potential damage to the quick hitch, we took the quick hitch off, and it was very easy to do. It was just 2 pins, and Rippa made it very convenient to take quick hitches on and off because they actually run an extra hydraulic line with quick connects. So it took us about 5 minutes to take it off. For this job, we'll be working in close quarters. As you see, we are inside the building. Also, we're going to have to be extra careful as we're digging right beside the post and this drainage pipe. To get the machines in, we had to drive around from that side and then go over some pipes. So we put some boards over there to minimize the pressure and hopefully not to crash them. So we will take our time and be extra careful. Let's begin digging. Lower the blades. Some hard clay over here. All right, here's what we were able to dig so far. And then I don't have enough space behind me to dig anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually lay the pipe, then fill this portion with the dirt with the pipe on top of it. So I can relocate the excavator and then start digging that way with the back of the machine being here. All right, so we buried a piece of a pipe underneath the excavator, filled it in, added some boards to give us a little bit more stability in case the trench will cave in. And now we're going to dig that way towards the wall and then try to dig underneath the wall afterwards. right, we're running out of daylight and we're going to call it a day. We're trying to go as deep as possible with the R18, and what I could do, and maybe somebody can dig deeper, but I was able to reach about 6.5 to 7 feet. So as you can see, here's the 7-foot mark. So again, it's probably possible to go a bit deeper, but we just don't have time right now. Here's a close-up of that trench. There we have our pipe. All right, so this is day 2. As mentioned in the clip before, we were able to reach about 6.5 feet depth when we were digging over the blade. So since we need to go deeper, we decided to turn the machine around. So right now our blade is behind us, and we'll see if we can get a greater depth with the blade behind us. As per the Rippa spec, this machine should be able to reach about 7.5 feet without quick hitch. After we'll test that, then we'll put on a hydraulic quick hitch to give us the extra distance for the bucket, and hopefully we can reach 8 feet. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can do it. R18 has an offset boom, and as you see, this distance is greater than on the other side. This is a great feature when you dig in because it improves your visibility of the bucket. We had to make some adjustments with side swim boom, as when we turn the machine around and we cannot offset the tracks, as the trench has to be exactly between the tracks in the middle, our boom was off to the side. So in order to get the boom in the center of the trench, we rotated the cab slightly, as you see that the cab is on an angle, and then use the side swim boom feature to straighten the boom and make it in line with the trench. As you can see, it was going over the back of the machine. We're able to dig deeper. Here's what I can see from the cab. As you see, the bucket is in perfect alignment with the trench. With digging over the back of the machine, we were able to go a little bit deeper, and right now we're at 7 feet. So here's the 7 feet mark where my finger is. And we will now install a hydraulic quick hitch to give us the extra depth and see what difference it will make. All right, so we installed the quick hitch. And now the distance from this pin to this one is about 7 inches. And we expect to be able to dig 7 inches deeper now. So let's give it a try. All right, so with the addition of the quick hitch, we're able to dig 8 feet. Here's the 8-foot mark, and there's a little bit of loose soil at the bottom. We didn't have time to clean up. We'll do it tomorrow, but yeah, that machine can dig 8 feet, and now we'll show you how it looks inside as we were trying to dig underneath the wall that way. Here's a close-up. Where are we at now? And as you see, we're able to dig underneath the wall. It does take time. It's not super efficient when you're trying to do that, but it's got our job done. Alrighty, we finally got outside, and now we're going to continue digging from the outside this way down. We need to get away from the building about 6 feet, and the depth should be 8 feet. Let's begin. Some hard clay over here. But we're still able to pick up full buckets. Here's a close-up of the finished range. All right, we're finally done. We're able to dig underneath the wall, and we have pretty much everywhere 8 feet, and it just right under the door, just because of the reach, we have about 7.5 feet. Overall, I'm pretty happy with its performance. It's a great machine. In regards to the efficiency of digging, I would say digging down 6 feet, fairly easy, fairly efficient. When you're trying to go below 6 feet, that's where your range of motion is quite limited at that depth, and it takes longer. Yeah, so if you're going to have any questions about R18 or any other machines that JoyT5 offers, that includes excavators, skid steers, wheel loaders, drum compactors, custom attachments, please give one of our dealers a call or visit joyt5.com. And as always, like and subscribe.